I am hoping I can at least get an opportunity to get a glimpse into what Spider-Man Noir is going to look like. I honestly don't know what to expect completely. I know that they're saying it's kind of like, from what I've heard, a live action version of Batman the animated series, which sounds crazy to even
Ooh.
say, but I'm extremely fascinated. Of course, I'm not expecting this to be a swing friendly version of Spider-Man. Frankly, I would doubt if there's as much swinging as you would typically see in your typical Marvel version, MCU version of Spider-Man. So I suspect there'll be more swinging as a transitional type of CGI sequence as opposed to actually using him to fight like he did with Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man, or like he did with his cohorts in Spider-Man No Way Home with Peters from the other dimensions. So I suspect this is going to be more of kind of a Matlock version of Spider-Man, where he kind of is uncovering clues, and and with the team of misfits is able to kind of find the murderer. If you saw Madam Web, which I know nobody liked, and even though I didn't poo-poo it, I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world.
It was terrible.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the worst thing in the world. I don't think it deserved to be drugged the way it did get drugged. I didn't think it was worthy of, necessarily a bunch of awards. It had an angle, and they did attempt in Madam Web to kind of give us a different view of the Spider-Man universe, whereas we're not usually seeing it through anybody other than the eyes of Peter Parker or Miles Morales. Like in this instance, we get to see it through the eyes of one of his soon-to-be mentors. I mean, Ben Parker was actually in it. So I'm not opposed to it. I'm here for the angle. I suspect it will get shit on because of narrow-minded folks that probably are expecting to see Miles Morales swing sequences. They want to see Miguel, Spider-Man 2099. They want to see, and that's not going to be what it is. It's going to be a little bit more like Murder, She Wrote.
You really think that's? I mean, you really think that's going to be? I mean, I think most people realize that Nicolas Cage is an aging actor, and I don't think their expectation is that he's going to pull off the Tom Holland. I do think that there will be some swinging of web.
Watch this.
Yeah, it's not that party. But no, I do think that there will be a lot. I'm not going to say the abundance of swinging as a Tom Holland film, but I do think that he will be swinging around, in fight scenes. I think that since it's more of a dark drama. I think that swinging from buildings is not out of the question, and swinging into apartments and things like that is not out of the question. I did see the trailer, and I do know that he shoots webs, so I just can't see you having a show called Spider Anything and there not be some web shooting or some web something going on. So I obviously don't think it's going to be as much as Tom Holland, and I hope not for it not to be, because this is supposed to be more of a story building series. You know what I'm saying? So like you said, the whole whodunit of the thing, you know what I'm saying, the mystery aspect is the allure, right? So as long as they keep us up with the storyline, whatever the mystery is, whoever the the villain is, or whatever the plot is, as long as I think that is sturdy, I think we as fans can separate a Tom Holland film from a Spider Noir film, because we know that A, the actors are totally different, and B, the story, the story plot is totally different.